thanks for joining us. New tonight at 10, sewer rates are going up in Sioux City, and changes will be felt starting in July. Clayton Anderson joins us live in the studio this evening with more from tonight's City Council vote. Clayton?
Yeah, that's right, Jessica. This was, in fact, the third and final reading to increase sewer rates substantially for residents and industries. Sioux City residents and industries will see a sewer rate increase starting July 1st after City Council voted to pass the third and final reading for an ordinance change regarding sewer rate charges. The rate change was drafted up because of a much-needed $465 million project to refurbish the wastewater treatment plant. As city officials have said, the plant has received attention from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources and the Environmental Protection Agency on its current condition. But the large industrial users are concerned about the price hike and tried to urge the council tonight to pump the brakes.
We know what the right thing to do here is, and it's to tap the brakes and to come up with the revised language that the business community stands shoulder to shoulder with me at this podium and says, our council listened.
That was Siouxland Chamber President Chris McGowan at the council meeting Monday night, showing his support behind the frustration large industrial users have in regards to the increase in sewer rates. Industrial users will see a 5% monthly increase starting July 1st and then a 25% monthly increase starting January 1st of next year. Mayor Pro Tem Dan Moore says he wants industries to have a seat at the table for the design process for the renovations to the wastewater treatment plant. But he feels the council had to make a statement that they are addressing concerns of the condition of the plant.
We just can't have delays because it has become critical that this facility is failing. And we're doing a lot of work with it now. There's no question about that. We've made improvements, but it's a very complicated system that runs the wastewater treatment plant.
Sioux City Utilities Director Tom Pingle said the wastewater treatment plant is under the gun by the Iowa DNR and the EPA and could not afford any more failures. For example, a small family that is built for 6,000 gallons of usage will see a rate hike from $41.85 to $50.19 monthly. And if you take a look at your screen, you can see the breakdown of price increases for all usage.
I think our citizens are understanding from the standpoint that if something needs to be fixed, we have to fix it.
Moore said he understands the raise can be significant for residents.
Because if it's broken, we're all going to be in trouble.
McGowan left the meeting disappointed with the council's decision and questioned the history of Sioux City's management of wastewater.
The fact of the matter is, and I don't point at any council member here, we haven't gotten wastewater right in 25 years. And the business community and the taxpayers have been forced to carry that load.
Moore says it is his intention to put a resolution on next week's council agenda expressing the intention to work with industrial leaders on the design of improvements to the plant.
All right, thanks for that update, Clayton.